So hi and welcome to this blog post about tolerance. I the other day I want to begin with this question. Why do we have to accept people who are different? This is a question that I heard the other day from a person while I was caught up on that person's cell phone conversation. Right now you might be asking like, Laura, why were you listening to other people's conversation? I know, I am so sorry, but um, I know I shouldn't be listening to it. But well, it got my attention. The question got my attention, and I couldn't help it, like to, put my ear there, and but what most caught my attention was the voice tone and the energy that person was transmitting in that moment while talking about this. And I went into my personal trance and had an imaginary conversation with that person. I do that a lot. Um, and the first thing I wanted to ask was, what makes you think you are normal? Because I am so tired of the end word, normal. And what is normal anyway? What is normal anyway? Because according to the dictionary, yes, I look for the word normal in the dictionary, not I didn't Google it. Normal is one thing. It is that thing that it is in its natural state. It's something habitual. It's something ordinary that serves a norm or a rule, and we are all clear on that part. But who established what is normal and what is not? Because it's kind of, what is normal for me might be not normal for you. So it's something like, I don't think there is some normality establishment, but to make something on daily basis for the same way for 200 years, does that make that something normal? uh, what is normal for for 20 people probably is not normal for 2 million people. It is something that we determine ourselves, what is normal and what is not, based on our own values, our own what we know is right for us, even for other people not necessarily be normal or be okay. So do you imagine that everyone in this world have an 8 to 5 job, the same car, dress exactly the same, have the same routine, eat the same thing? How will we have like different music styles? How will we have art or chefs or books to read or innovation, technology, development? How can we have all of that if we insist on keeping it normal? So do you realize that what is different is what allow us to create a legacy, a brand, and contribute to the development of humanity? If we were all normal, we will be sitting on the top, of tails, freezing from the cold, because the one who invented the fire was something different, someone different. So as we are all normal, we don't have fire. No one could ever invented fire because we were all trying to, maintain ourselves into the normal label. So, or we will be in Eden, because Eva will be normal and she would never ever have eaten the apple. So I don't know if you're getting this, like, for to be different. I don't like to use the word different or normal. I think is, in my personal opinion, the normal, the word normal, what is normal is overrated. And this resistance that seems to continue for centuries between the normal and the different only gives one result: intolerance. we are an intolerant society. Tolerance is not to agree with something, it is to respect that difference. Tolerance doesn't ask you to agree with anything. It just asks you to respect what makes the other person not the same as you are. Because why do I have to be the same as you are? So that is the key that this society seems not to have, respect. We demand respect. We want people to respect us, but we don't respect the people who are different from us or who differ from us. So tolerance does not ask you to accept or applaud something that does not necessarily go with you, but it does ask for respect. Ask to allow the other person to exist, to be, and to behave in its own way. And with this, I am not going to the laws and norms pre-established by society. I am speaking in personal terms, like humans. Answering the question of that person of why do we have to accept people who are different, the answer is very easy, because they are people. As simple as that. Simply because they were created by God. They have the right to be here, the same right to be here that you have. To be who they are, without being judged, without being pointed out, without being criticized or being attacked. Similarly, people who feel different, to respect the fact that not everyone agrees with your way of being or with your decisions is a matter of respect in both ways. It's okay, if I want respect, I have to respect other people. And it is okay if a lot of people doesn't agree with you. You don't have to. You are not, $1 million check to like everyone. Everyone likes $1 million check. You are not. So probably there is a lot of people that doesn't agree with you. And that is okay. Because you are not here to entertain and like people. You are here to be you. And the right people will come to you for who you really are. So if let's put this. If Newton had been, a normal child, he will probably have had more friends. Accordingly, with what I read, he didn't have a lot of friends. And probably a more normal childhood. And he would not have discovered anything. So we will kind of mess up with that. So, because normality and creativity did not go hand in hand. They doesn't work together. Because to be creative is to get out of the normal box. So if he had been more normal, he will not have, been thinking under that tree, and the apple would not have, hit him in the head. And well, pity for us, because you probably were not seeing this. I will not probably be talking to you through this. So, do you imagine Jesus Christ being normal? So let's open, our minds and accept that the authenticity of the other person is what makes them different from us. But that authenticity is actually the light of that person. It's actually the core, the passion, the purpose of that person. And if that person tried to be exactly like you, that person cannot fulfill its purpose, cannot live an authentic life just for trying to be normal. So intolerance results in conflicts, in wars, in aggressions, hostility. We reject others because of their skin color. I don't know what that keep happening anymore. Their origins, their social status, their bank account, their language, their sexual preferences, their professions, their appearance. We reject others even because they dare to be authentic, and there are a lot of people who reject people who are authentic and who vibrate authenticity. So we reject people who feel comfortable in their skin because we do not tolerate the fact that they don't fit in our system, in our mental scheme, in our religion or belief system. Is in what we were told was right, in what it should be. So, and I am not asking to understand it, just asking to respect it. Because we need to cultivate respect if we want to live a more peaceful, loving, and joyful life, like collectively. We have to start respecting ourselves and respecting the other person, whoever he or she is. So if we respect the belief of others, so if we have, respected the belief of others, so many people wouldn't have died during persecutions and imposition of the beliefs of a particular group. If you go, back there to history, there's a lot of people who died because of this, because of intolerance, because their beliefs, their way of thinking wasn't respected, and people killed them. So I want you to understand something with this. We are here to share, not to impose things or beliefs to anyone. Everyone has the right and the freedom to be who he or she is, without feeling ashamed, without feeling judged, without feeling pointed or criticized. So let's practice respect, even when we do not agree with the other person. It is fine if we don't agree, but respect it. Because we are part of a whole. We are all the same. We are all people. We have the same right to be here. We are here for something. And today you are here, today you are where you are. But tomorrow you could be in the place of that person you don't tolerate. Life goes a lot round and round and up and down. So be careful, because you are in where you are right now, but that can change. So tolerance brings us closer to living a life of compassion, of understanding, of peace and harmony with yourself and the world. So let's be tolerant.